When I was like walking around McDougal, when I was shaking my thing around McDougal, I saw like this guy like walking down the street, and I was like, holy shit, like that's Idris Elba. I didn't know Idris Elba was like around here. I was like, why is he here? Is he shooting a movie where he's looks like shit, and like cause he just had like a beanie on and like a black hoodie, and then he like weeks went by, and I had been telling people like I had seen Idris Elba. They're like, "Are you sure?" Like he doesn't. He lives in Los Angeles. I'm like, "Yeah, I just keep seeing him." A couple weeks go by, I realized I was like, "That's not Idris Elba. That's a homeless person." And I thought it was Idris Elba. I was like, I don't know how a homeless guy could look just like Idris Elba, but like whatever, like because it just wasn't him. I was like, that's not him. It's just like a guy. And then I found out it wasn't a homeless guy. It was Greer Barnes. I just thought he was homeless. He just like him and Attell.
This is really not great for the public perception of what you feel about black people.
No, well, I'm cutting all of this out. And I'm gonna instead put,
Idris Elba. Make sure you get the right one.
Yeah, it's going to be a green screen of me posting a black square on Instagram, like an aerial camera.
Did you do that?
No, of course I didn't. This is stupid.
No, I didn't even have an Instagram access.
Yeah, you imagine creating an Instagram to post a black square.
I was like,
what I feel.
I was like posting like shit on my story, like mad about black. I was like, "Don't look, we posted a black square," and everyone was like, "Hey man, like we're just trying." And I was like, "All right, I guess I'm the asshole."
Hey man, how about you open your eyes?
Yeah,
and
I wasn't like against what the black square was about. I was just like, guys, like this almost just doesn't do anything. This is almost nothing.
Yeah, dude. Every once in a while, one of those social things gets me because, like, it was on January 6th. I was so sucked in because, like, this one kid posted on Facebook. He's like, "This is the worst thing to happen, like." Since World War II, like or like something that happened in like the 60s. And I was like, I just commented, I was like, yeah, this is way worse than 9/11.
Yeah.
And he was just like, just didn't respond. I'm like, and then when they don't respond, you're like, oh, I'm a fucking dumbass. Why would I say that? Why would I say anything?
Yeah. That's how I feel about all of it is like, why would you ever say anything to
to the void?
It's so funny whenever I see people on social media being honest about how they feel, and I'm like, this is for dick jokes. Like, this is the only reason these services should exist. What are you doing, like, trying to hang out with people?
I got it out of my system. 2020 election shook it out of my system.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a little angry, and then I was like, oh, I'm never going to care about this again.
Well, did you get angry were you angry at Trump, dude?
I think so, but not really. Like,
just
angry this was also like when you were living in an attic in Long Island.
I had a lot of other things to be mad about.
It's also when you had like greasy black bangs and used to sing.
Yeah, dude. Actually,
and a tattoo of a dragon on your chest.
Yeah, and a guitar with 12 strings.
No, dude, when I first moved to New York, I moved to my uncle's house on Long Island, and he went back to Florida, and I house sat for him in that house. And it was like a 250-year-old farmhouse where like people had died, and I was like living in the attic, and it was and it was like converted to like a home because that's like when I was born. I grew up in that attic apartment. Like that's the first place I lived before I moved to Florida.
Wow.
So I like grew up, but like when I first moved to New York, I like lived in my childhood home.
250. There were like slaves 250 years ago. Right?
There still were when I was just living there.
Yeah, it's Long Island, Patty.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you think Long Island works?
Oh, it was the Union though, right?
Yeah.
So there probably weren't.
No.
But I'm just
indentured servitude.
When I think of 250-year-old attic in America, I think there could have been a slave living in there, dude.
Yeah, maybe one running away. Maybe that's the narrative I'll tell myself about.
Yeah. It's okay, guys. We're starting the podcast now.
Wait.
This is now.
That was gold.
That was gold, dude.
This is now.
All of the really racially sensitive stuff we've been saying.
We trust Patty.
Yeah, dude. Look, you have to have a vision. That's the one thing about having a dream. It's good to have a dream and then be in a bed trying to manifest it.
Right.
Because I'm the closest I can get physically to being in the dream, you know?
Yeah.
So like if I was at a desk, I'd never be able to put my head where I want it to be. But this is my actual dream, is doing this. It's just being in my bed.
You confound me.
And making the greatest podcast of all time.
Yeah. Is that what you're trying to do here? You're trying to make the greatest podcast of all time?
Well, yeah, it's already what it is.
And we're on like episode 6?
Episode 5.
This is episode 5?
Yeah, and can you believe I already got there by episode 5?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's not hard.
Did they send you a letter and they're like, you did it? You took the title from whatever it was beforehand.
Yeah, they sent
Serial
me
season 3.
Yeah, Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
I just beat out Joe Rogan. They sent me a letter. I now have to shave my head with a manscaped
Oh, that's
trimmer.
why he's bald, because he's number one.
Yeah. Can you shave like half of your head and then like, and take it for the summer and then Rogan gets it back for, Christmas through Easter?
I could do that.
Share hair with Joe Rogan.
Share hair. Hey, how about why don't we have a hair sharing service?
It's just wigs.
It's called wigs.
Oh, that is. But that's more gifting, right? Or no, selling.
You can rent a wig.
You can rent a wig?
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
That seems like one of the craziest things ever to rent. Oh, I have some wigs. Should we throw some wigs on?
You have.
And they're that, by the way, dude, that might be your new look. I'm not even kidding. You look, you know who you look like?
You look like a werewolf.
Yeah, you look like that guy from Stranger Things. You have the
Finn
same.
Wolfhard?
No,
No.
yeah. No, the one
werewolf.
The one who dates the girl.
Oh, the Joe Mandy, not him.
Yeah.
Kiri. Yeah.
He's basically Ben
yeah.
Schwartz, right? They
He
Ben
is
Schwartz.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a rude thing to say about a human being. You're basically a
Ben
different
Schwartz,
guy.
yeah.
And you're Thomas Middleditch right now.
After the sex club accusations.
Yeah.
Sex club accusations.
What did he do? Didn't
He like roped some women.
I don't give a shit.
okay.
No, actually, I do.
But it was like, wasn't it like
I didn't.
Wait a minute. Wait.
No, it's not cool, but it's also like, I'm not saying this is like cool at all, but I'm saying if there was one place in the world where it's like the most cool out of all the places that aren't cool, it's at a nightclub. I think it was like a vampire nightclub too.
I think it was like specifically like a sex theme thing too.
Oh, okay.
Not that it excuses it, but like, he
Imagine,
also just is a weird guy.
Yeah, he probably gropes weird
like,
too. He just starts like
is there a
rubbing their
non-weird way to
He
grope?
just starts like rubbing their shin. They're like,
How's this feel to you? What if I
don't like this podcast anymore. I feel unsafe.
yeah,
I don't think this podcast is a safe space for women.
I don't think so either. I think it's.
Of course it's not. There's no way it could be.
Yeah, we had Shannon on one time. She was just in the corner. Like, I was like, I don't know how. Like, Mayya would be comfortable because she would know, like, we're not going to film ourselves committing heinous acts of crime.
Stop talking.
What was I going to say? There was something I was going to say. What were we talking about
I
before?
don't know.
Who cares, man? Let's just flow with it.
Our
show got canceled.
Our show got canceled. Let's, dude, let's pretend it's still on.
Okay.
Let's act
Still
like
get
it's still a
emails that
thing.
we sold like 2 Eventbrite tickets every week. I'm like, I hope they go. I hope they go and they ask that whoever is doing tickets and being like, hey, is there a comedy show? And they go, no.
Yeah.
No comedy.
There's no comedy. I think what this bed needs is a strict you cannot touch other people policy.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
And I'll put it on like
You guys both touched me.
I know, but I realized
But this is
that
before that he made the rule.
I've now discovered that that's way too
So
inappropriate.
sometimes you have to cross the line to set a line.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
But
exactly.
at my expense.
Isn't that what the whole Ukrainian war is about?
I'm like
Go
the
on.
Rosa Parks. of
Follow
this
this.
bed.
Follow this thought.
Isn't it about like there was like a border thing and they're like, that's
sure.
our land.
Yeah.
They're like, we've had this land for like 60 years. And they're like, yeah, well, you took it 60 years ago. Or isn't that what it's about? Or is it about Meghan Markle? I don't know.
That's what the Ukraine.
I just
wants.
wanted you to keep going because
I felt like I was learning.
I just wanted to make sure that we glossed over James calling himself the Rosa Parks of this bed.
Well, dude, sometimes you have to take a bullet for the initiative.
You're like the JFK of this bed.
Yeah, dude. JFK, cool president. Very interesting guy. Horn dog, famous.
Yeah.
I want to touch your boobies. Let me see your boobies.
Is that like a Jamaican accent?
I don't know. What does he sound like?
Just from Boston.
Show me your boobies.
Yeah, but why is he saying
I'm
that?
from Boston.
Why is he saying "Show me your boobies"? Like, who is he saying that?
He's
to?
just well. This is just like what
That's what he says to every tour that comes to the White House.
Yeah.
Show me your boobies.
I want to make sure you're not wearing a wire. While I tell you the secret plan of how my head's gonna explode.
Oh, he knew.
He
was in on
knew.
it.
It was actually he thought about it so hard that his head exploded.
He was so worried about his head exploding that it explodes.
Exactly.
That's that movie
dude.
Scanners, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, he cheated on his wife so hard his head exploded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that? That could happen.
I did
That's
not
what-
know
that's
that
what
could happen.
Every girlfriend I've ever had and church told me.
That you can't cheat on me, otherwise your head will explode.
Yes, that's true.
Wow.
That happened. Wait, right?
I guess.
Maybe they were
You
referring
guys
to
heard
another
that?
head, though.
I've never heard that.
Your
You've never
other
heard
head.
that?
Your
No.
other head.
You never been to church?
I've been to church.
Yeah, they say that there. That's what they say. If you ever cheat on a girlfriend, head explode. And that's what they say.
I don't know about my church.
My church.
The Church of Isosceles Triangles. Not much. Well, boy, that bombed.
What does that mean? Why? That's like sounds like a
What's that
reference to something. This is like a pizza restaurant in fucking Socrates.
I'm not up to date on my upstate New York religious sects.
Yeah, what does that mean?
No, the Church of Isosceles. You know what an isosceles triangle
Yeah,
is?
we know that part.
I just think of Scientology as like the isosceles triangles.
Sure, that's fair.
Yeah. Shapes.
Numbers.
Guys, we gotta.
It's bad.
we gotta figure something out here. I got golf on the TV.
I like golf. I'm trying to get into it.
Really? You're lying. You're lying, you idiot.
I did try to get Aditya to get into golf.
I
gave him like a huge speech.
I'll do it.
Golf is
it's hockey season right now, and I'm a Patriot.
I have a better idea.
It's the most fun sport.
Murder.
Okay.
Let's start murdering old ladies in the night. And then when we're done with it, we'll watch golf to cool off.
This sounds like a bad idea.
Why?
Sounds like a bad. Really? What part of it is bad to you?
All right, we can start with the golf.
The only part I liked about that was the golf.
Yeah,
I
guess. All right, we'll do it.
I don't think. Here's something I was thinking about. I don't think I would enjoy killing someone. Like, I don't think I would get any thrill from it. But I don't know if it would really mess me up for a long time. The guilt, the anxiety of getting caught. But if somehow I knew I wouldn't get caught, I think I'd be okay.
Yeah.
That's dark. It wouldn't haunt you that you murdered someone?
I think I would. Well,
you think you'd get over it?
Assuming I didn't know them. Assuming it was a stranger. If it was like my friend.
No. The only thing
don't.
you can say there is if they were like gonna kill you, and then you're like, well, I have
No.
to do
This
it.
is premeditated.
So you
this
just
isn't
think you could
self-defense.
kill someone and then get over it?
Yeah.
That's not normal.
I'm not saying I'm gonna do it.
Right.
But I'm just presenting this information.
Yeah.
So were you want to do that one day?
I don't want to. Were I to, I don't think
get over it.
Yeah, I'd be worried. The thing I would be most worried about is getting caught.
Yeah, I disagree.
You just put me on your podcast with some free.
I feel like I would start seeing things if I did that. I would like.
How much is that though? Is like the fear? It's like the Louis bit about like if murder was legal. It's like how much of it is the fear that you're gonna go to jail or like face the death penalty or have like a horrible. If you just knew that wasn't gonna affect you.
Yeah, I guess so. How would you do it though? Acid? Would you do it with acid?
It's a good question. I feel like there's a lot of ways you could do it, and it would like if you shot someone. I don't think you'd worry about it.
Broken heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, because can't they like track your bullet?
Yeah. Oh, you mean how would I get away with it? Sorry.
Yeah, that's
a good question. I don't know. I haven't put.
You can't do it in the city.
Yeah. There's
because there's cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
Except wherever your packages are. There's cameras everywhere in the city except where your packages are delivered.
Right. Are being stolen.
They're like, we didn't see anything. There was no one there. It's like, well, everything is gone. I had 12 Factor meals in a box cooling in my hallway. They're all gone now.
Oh, my God.
Someone's going to get chicken marsala with green beans for 6 nights in a row because I keep forgetting to switch to a different meal.
They're going to eat it and feel no guilt.
Yeah.
I would feel guilt if I stole someone's food.
More than murder?
More than murder, yeah.
Murder, it's like that person's gone forever.
Gone,
Wiped.
exactly. Yeah.
Finito.
Whereas this person, you're still around and you don't get your food.
Yeah, I guess. You know where else you don't get your food is if you're like face down in a sidewalk. What was that?
You don't need food if you're dead. The dead don't eat anything. By
yeah.
definition.
I guess the dead don't.
In fact, they become food.
Did you guys
for
see Dungeons and Dragons?
I did, yeah.
There's a very funny scene with the dead in that movie.
Oh, where they're in the funeral.
Yeah,
the cemetery,
they have to ask. They have to bring people back to life, but then like who were dead. But then for them to die, finally, they have to have answered 3 questions. So they like ask them, and they have to like ask everyone 3 questions, and then they just like die quick. But there's one last guy who. Just like they never asked him a 3rd question. So he's just like in the graveyard like, can somebody ask me a question? It was very funny.
That was funny. Did you ever play D&D? You ever
No.
Dungeon Master, dude?
No, we kind of look like we're playing it right now.
Yeah.
Beginning of a very uncomfortable sex party.
You guys look like the angel and demon on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Like the devil, you're the angel. Werewolf Pete and Sleepy Patty.
You should just go to bed.
Well, no, it's just me. Hey, kids, welcome back to Sleepy Times with James. I'm here with Werewolf Pete. Hey, Werewolf. Whoa!
I'm here to talk to you about responsible recycling.
Yeah, tell him, Werewolf Pete.
Don't throw out plastic.
All right. And then I understand you have AIDS.
That's why I'm wearing this hat.
AIDS hat. AIDS hat. AIDS hat. AIDS hat. Aditya's sock is so bad.
Yeah.
You try to lift
Aditya has the
Your
cartoon.
sock has AIDS, if anything.
Yeah.
He's Werewolf Pete. He's breaking out of his sock.
Pete. Ah! You ever watch American Werewolf in London?
Is that your catchphrase? Yeah. I'm Werewolf Pete. Yeah.
Mildly confused.
Is that a full moon? Ah.
Oh no! Ah!
I could see a whole movie based around Aditya in this wig, just called Werewolf Pete, dude. Like that would be a really good property. Oh shit,
hey.
dude!
What's up?
This is like being caught having sex, dude. This is actually more.
Do you want to hop
embarrassing.
in, dude?
Momentarily, maybe. Yeah.
I could pop a fourth mic in here. I've never run 4 mics, though. It might just sound like farts every time you talk. Dude, we've been doing it for too long, and none of it is usable.
We just got some good stuff.
Yeah. This is us.
I don't know either.
This is us grasping.
This is what he looks
This
like.
is us grasping at making a good podcast.
Yeah.
Right
This
now.
is humiliating, dude. I'm like closing my legs.
But yeah, if you want to come in, hop in,
Yeah, I just came back from work. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette
and then get in my bed.
probably.
Nice, dude. All right,
See you
we'll
guys.
see you
See you
soon.
soon.
All right, guys, that was Derek Chauvin. He'll be joining us a little bit later in the program.
That's what happened to that guy. Wow.
He just came
Yeah.
to live with you.
He needed somewhere to
Yeah.
go.
They were like, prison isn't bad enough. He has to live in Bushwick.
Well, he was where in Minneapolis.
He was in Minneapolis.
It's not that great there.
No.
Well, if you're a
It's
guy
kinda
like
great.
that,
I'm sure it's great for him.
Yeah,
Up
I
until
love
a
that.
certain point.
Yeah, up until a certain point, it was great. Boy, dude, you talk about like worst people ever. It's like him, Natalie Cuomo.
what?
I'm just kidding. I don't know Natalie Cuomo. I've seen a lot of photos of her, but I don't know her. So I was like, here's a photo. Here's a photo of Natalie Cuomo now. Also, here's a joke once every 8 photos. I'm like, where's the punchline? Is the punchline between her tits? Because I can't find them.
All right.
Yeah.
You put your hood on for that one, dude.
All right, Patty.
Listen, dude, it's okay.
This is gonna be
It's
such.
okay.
Who
I'm
am I?
deleting all of
This is gonna be an insane one for you to edit.
Yeah, what are you
Like,
going to do
what
with
are
any of this?
I don't know.
What's your plan, brother?
We shouldn't have smoked weed right
I'm
before.
fine. I feel like I'm hosting more than you, bro. I'm giving you ace material here with Werewolf Pete.
Werewolf Pete was all right. The
Why don't
80s
you
song
swap out
scared
for
me.
Osama? You take a break, dude. Why don't you give Osama the hat?
That would be fun.
you
if I
come-
just am not in the podcast.
Why don't you give yourself
Best
a break?
reviews of all time.
Why don't you give yourself 15 and then you come back in and
Renewed sense of purpose.
I keep this is like all I think about during the day is like what to put behind here, and at the end of the day, I don't put anything on there.
yeah.
I think I might just record myself playing.
With yourself.
No, like video games.
Right.
And then put the video games behind me. Like golf, yeah. I'll play some golf. Some PGA Tour. And it'll just be me hitting chips and us talking about Werewolf
Tater
Pete.
chips?
Yeah. Because it's kind of just something to put in the bag. Tater chips.
Stop looking at me.
Why are we here? I see you looking at you for support, dude. I don't know. How do we end up in this bed?
I don't know, dude, but I'm glad you guys are here.
Yeah, it's fun. Thank
Welcome
you.
to the podcast. We just sat down.
just sat down. We just
Actually,
started.
I would love that. We're here with Werewolf Pete. Werewolf
yeah.
Pete.
Hey,
So,
guys.
we understand you murdered 13 children in
I murdered
1987.
13 children. Yeah, and I don't. I'm sorry, but that's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah.
All right. And
Yeah.
so you have a new album you want to
I have
promote?
a new album out. It's called Sunshine and Raindrops. It's kind of my acoustic interpretation of
the time you murdered 13.
the time I murdered 13 children. But I don't want to talk about that. I'm just.
You're here to talk about the music?
Sorry, I'm sorry for all that stuff that happened.
Wow.
But,
I think we
want to
could
focus on the music.
We could cut to a song then?
Here's a question I've always had for a werewolf.
Yeah.
If you're a werewolf and you go back to humankind, do you have to shave all of that hair after?
No. So it all actually just falls to my crotch.
It falls to your crotch. What
moves.
about the hair on your legs? It falls upward to your
Weirdly,
crotch?
I've never had any hair on my legs.
Wow.
It's always been completely
That's
bare.
You're just like a werewolf from the top up.
Top up, yeah.
What about where's the line? Is it at the base of your penis?
Yeah, right below my balls. Yeah.
Right where your balls
it's
stop?
below your balls.
Your taint?
So
How hairy is your taint?
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah, but right below that, clean as a whistle.
Clean as a whistle.
does it get like a
Smooth
little
as a
bit of
baby.
your?
Smooth as even more. Yeah, and I would know. Well, let's not talk about that.
Does it get like a little bit of your thigh too, or does that?
Yeah. It's not like because it cuts out. It's not like a gradation. It just stops.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Were your
It's
parents
very
werewolves?
segregated.
Yeah.
No, I'm adopted.
You're adopted?
Yeah.
And is
From
that-
wolves.
Oh, you were a wolf raised by
Oh,
people.
wow.
It's not a
Yeah.
conventional way for people to become werewolves. I don't
No,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I started as a wolf, and then my human
more of
parents raised me so well that I can be a human for most of the time.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
this is a podcast, so you ever fuck a black girl? You ever see clips of podcasts? It's like, who's watching?
They all say, "You ever fuck a black girl?"
Yeah. Okay, so Drake's dick was small. That's every podcast.
Are you telling me Drake's got a tiny penis?
Yo, we here with Werewolf Pete. Drake's penis was small.
Because I heard.
Yeah, it was pretty small. It was pretty small.
Welcome back to Jizzy Club in the Workplace.
Jizzy Club in the workplace.
Only on Premium XM
Dude, there is like
Radio.
something about that hair that I like. So we used to have this. We played this like. Look, I already
have no idea how good it actually looks.
It really does look fantastic. But dude, we used to have this drinking board game in high school called Roadwork. In one of the space, it was like you just finished like in the middle. It was almost like Candyland.
Yeah.
But there was a space called Wear the Wig, and there was a wig, and you would just have to wear it. And the only way you could take it off is if like someone else landed on that space, or the game was over.
Right.
So sometimes you're just wearing a wig for like 3 hours, like you're gonna be doing today.
You're just drinking the whole time.
Yeah,
too. I
and then
should have
you
gotten
take
drunk
it-
before this.
Dude, you really,
No,
and then
I
you
shouldn't.
take it off, and you're like a different human. You're like, oh yeah. You're like,
well, have you
that
ever?
was weird.
You guys ever go like?
It really is like being a werewolf.
It's
wearing
exactly
a wig.
like being a werewolf.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you go, and then when you take the wig off, it's like when you come back down, you're like, oh yeah, I'm Aditya.
First like 4 months of the pandemic, I didn't shave, and then I came back to New York and I shaved, and I was like, I don't know who I am anymore. Like, I really don't recognize my face in the mirror.
Yeah.
Like
Interesting.
The Hulk after he changes.
Yeah.
What have I done? Who am I?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. That I always like. I don't know. The werewolf. Norm has a funny joke about werewolves because he's like.
Oh, you guys are friends?
He's like, you know what's scarier about scarier than werewolves is wolves. He's
Yeah,
like, at least
yeah.
with a werewolf, there's half a guy. I
Yeah.
can reason with that half. Pretty good.
Remember that werewolf movie that came out with I think Benicio del Toro, right? No,
Which one?
Who's the other guy? It's a werewolf movie from like the early 2000s, and they like remade like the
Twilight?
Oh, the Wolfman.
The Wolfman. The
Yeah.
Wolfman.
I don't know who's in the remake. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
some
I don't
guy.
know.
Good movie. Pretty
Yeah.
good guy.
I love me some Benice.
Yeah.
Niece.
Yeah. I
cool.
love Sicario.
License to Kill?
Sicario. Oh, hey.
Whoa. How many people can you fit in this bed, dog?
We can fit
That's the
four,
main
dude.
issue.
Hold on a second. Let me get the mic situation
Can we
set
get
up
Kyle
here.
in on this?
Yeah, bring your new roommate Kyle in.
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Be a little more sauce.
Work was alright. Same old shit. Customers and it's raining. I work at a coffee shop in Midtown near a couple of hotels, so we serve
Midtown Squid Town, dude.
all the incoming people from all over the world.
Wow. You're like a hero in a way.
Yeah.
What's your
no,
least favorite part of the world, Osama?
based on my interaction, least favorite customers?
Yeah.
Man, I would say it depends, but like Argentinians can be snobby.
Argentinians?
Very, very cocky people. In fact, I learned this about Argentinians from the other Latinos I work with, that they think that they are the Europeans of Latin America.
Right.
So they're like, they got this classism going on. So.
Also, what a stupid thing to want to be.
Well, because like they all like...
We're the Europeans of Latin America.
Because they all like white.
I'm American. Yeah. That just beats all of your thing.
Right.
That is true.
Know?
Yeah, that's correct.
I'm the Chinese of Bushwick.
American.
Come on. You can just pick other places and be of other places. You're just yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be the best version of you can be.
Yeah, I would say Osama is that.
Jump at the
As what?
The best version of you could be.
No, I can improve. I can.
Yeah. Well, there's always room for self-improvement, self-growth. Yeah, that's what life is.
I don't know.
Let's go around and say one thing that in the new year of 2023 we've done to improve ourselves. Patty, you start.
Oh, God. I didn't do a lot. I got this bed set up.
You didn't have a bed before this
No,
year?
I had a bed, but I didn't have a green screen.
You were sleeping on the floor for years?
Yeah.
Oh, I should start a podcast.
Yeah. I just have the green
need
screen.
a bed for that.
Yeah, I got that. I got this map. That map's pretty
This
pretty
is cool.
tight.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's good to know that there's other places out there.
Yeah.
You know? You can always go to those.
That you can always conquer.
Yeah, we spoke about this one time, but this like there's the adjusted map with the actual sizes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Russia is actually not bigger than Africa.
No.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Russia is smaller by quite some margin, you know.
As you'd expect, because it's
Russia's-
a country versus a
India
continent.
is way bigger than that.
Russia is smaller than
China.
Africa by quite some penis.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
I'm going to write
Hell
that
yeah.
down.
Hell yeah.
James?
Yeah, I'll give you some.
Thanks, dude. Oh, dude, you know what? If you don't put this hat on, dude.
You have another one? How many do you have?
I do have two of them.
My roommate was moving out, and I was just going through all the boxes.
Where was he moving?
I found a box on the couch, and I was like, I got to give it to him. Then I opened it up, and it was filled with just like 20 white silk gloves and just rotting bananas. And I was like, I got it. It was for the sketch show we did. And I was like, I got to throw all of this away.
Away. It was dark times.
Dude, bananas are good for like 3 days. There's like a 3-day window with
Then you got to put them in bread.
Yeah.
You do? You're going to make bread out of them.
My ex-wife was good at making banana bread.
Yeah.
Your
But not good
ex-wife.
enough, clearly.
But that's all she was good at.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh!
Ayo!
Ayo.
No, she was really good, actually.
Yeah. And look at you now. You're on
She
this
was
podcast.
really good. Yeah. I had an
Banana bread
ex-wife,
list.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was married at some point.
What sign was she?
Yeah, psycho.
Slow children.
Psychotic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. God bless her.
God bless her.
Wish her all the best.
Oh, fuck,
She's doing fine. She's doing fine. She met somebody else
Yeah.
who was.
You stay involved in her life at all, or
Who?
your ex-wife? Do you talk to her a lot?
You
or-
hang out?
No, I haven't talked to her since.
You ever
the
tutor her?
divorce.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
That's
it's
a
a
good
small
move.
commitment. I knew that she got married. Like she bounced quickly. Like she got like engaged quickly from this guy. Blah blah.
Yeah.
Which is good. Like whatever makes you happy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay away from me.
Well, Osama,
Like the guy in Limitless. That
that's
guy
a
also had an
beautiful
ex-wife.
story, Osama.
Yeah.
But it's
I was just
unfortunately
watching
it's
that.
time.
I just like the drugs.
Unfortunately, it's time to completely derail your story.
No, please do. This is
For a
nice.
little segment I like to call News from Bed.
This is news from bed.
Hi, this is News from Bed. I'm in bed, and this is the news. Mattel has just unveiled its new Barbie with Down syndrome. In other news, the unreleased Amy Schumer Barbies have gone missing. Danish researchers have found thousands of unknown viruses in babies' dirty diapers. That's interesting because the only thing I've ever found in a baby diaper is a child's penis.
You found it?
It's the only thing I've ever found in a baby's diaper.
I found one.
Hey.
A serial sperm donor who has fathered over 500 kids around the world has been banned from continuing to donate, striking fear into tube socks everywhere. That one's kind of cute.
I like that one.
A new study reveals that Ozempic and other weight loss drugs may lead to hair loss. I mean, you can't have your cake and not have it be covered in your own hair, too. I actually wrote that differently, and I couldn't read it because it was too complicated, so I just made it up. Drake Bell was seen in his car sucking nitrous oxide from a balloon, ranking as the third worst thing to be caught sucking in a car, number 2 being the penis of another man, and number 1 being the penis of a child disguised as another man.
That one's a bit confusing.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Women have revealed that men with names that start with J are the worst to date, much like women whose names start.
That is a good one.
Jeffrey Epstein's ex-art advisor is suing to get back one of his Andy Warhol paintings. The estate claims they can't retrieve the Warhol, however, because after years on Epstein's island, it's now a Pollock. It's back being covered.
Oh, that's good.
I gotta show that one in the background.
How are you gonna? What's the plan to show? Yeah.
All right, and
Show
lastly,
it covered in semen.
the world's second deepest hole was discovered off the coast of Mexico the other day. Let me read that again.
You should start that one again.
The world's second deepest hole was discovered off the coast of Mexico the other day. Wait a minute. What's your mom doing in Mexico, James?
That's actually right.
Rude ass.
She watches this.
This is her favorite show.
This is her favorite show.
This has been news from bed.
Listen.
Good night.
Let me do it. I got a hat. Let me do it.
Yeah,
No,
give it,
let
give
me
it.
do
No,
it.
yeah.
Let me record one.
Yeah.
Let me record. This is
Did you print
Patty's mom's vagina.
Thanks for enjoying the jokes, James. Thanks for your all your fun, guys.
I think your skills of reading a
Thanks for all
teleprompter
your
can
fun.
lead you into like television work. I feel.
Reading a it is hard. Have you guys read a teleprompter?
I have. It is pretty hard, but like the more you do it, actually, you will attain this.
Right. Gut field is calling.
Yeah.
This,
The gut.
I can see you being like a nice, broadcaster for some. You got the face for it.
Yeah, you could be a good weatherman.
You look like
Dude, I should do that.
Yeah. You'd
Yeah.
be a great weatherman.
Because you only report on the weather like what, twice a day?
Everyone's got a little weatherman in their pocket. It's called your cell phone. Your job goes right out the window. So you can kind of do whatever you want. On TikTok, there's like dancing weathermen or like weathermen that are just like, I'm going to say a meme in my weather
Well, you
forecast
gotta
today.
figure out a way to.
You ever
be
see
more-
you ever see the Latin hot chicks that do the weather?
Yeah.
There's one that's famous, I think, in Spain or something, or Colombia. She is bananas.
Yeah.
Like
That's
whatever
her
the
name?
weather is hot in the studio.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, why do they do that? It's
Yeah.
like you look like
You
a
know why.
cumulonimbus cloud.
It's
I don't know, man. You got to do something. Like, what's a way that the Weather Channel could make the weather more interesting that isn't sexy then, Patty? Like, offer a better solution.
More
change
tornadoes.
the weather. Like
yeah.
if you like donate to them or watch it, you get to vote on what the weather will be.
Oh,
Yeah.
you get to choose?
You get to choose.
I think they should just start like telling us crazy shit is
Yeah.
happening and just be fine every day.
Yeah.
Just never give us the real weather. Always
Yeah.
lie. That's a interesting
Start like
way.
maybe like a lore, and you'd be like, and if you see a small boy in a red hat, don't look at him. And then
Yeah.
like the next week, it's like he's ascended, and lightning will strike 3 times, but only that. And then
Oh, it's like
so building a
religious.
thing.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
a religious
Yeah,
weather channel, so it's all like
Yeah,
bad
weather was
omens.
the first like god, right?
yeah,
Didn't they like
They worship the
sacrifice
sun and
people
stuff,
to
yeah.
get like
The rain or whatever.
to have it rain, dude, for a good harvest?
Do you think that worked?
Well, it always would like eventually. So
Yeah.
technically, if you just
I
wait.
think because I believe in God, I think God will see all the massacres. All right, just drop some rain. They keep getting these babies. Just drop
Yeah, yeah.
something.
Wash
it
out.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Hose
Here's
it
something for
off.
your crops. You fucking
something,
animals.
someone told me that Scientologists believe that you can change traffic lights with your mind. It's like all of us can do that if you just
Yeah.
wait. You know.
I also believe you can change your penis into a vagina, and I'm not so
Scientologists
sure
believe
that's
that?
What?
Scientologists
impossible.
believe that.
I think so.
Just
Is that
a
on the
Scientology
boat?
thing.
I think it's
Is
on
that
the.
what happens when they go on
I
the
actually
boat?
think they're.
Is there a boat in Scientology?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're also very like
What
famous.
is
They're famously anti queer, by the way. So they probably don't believe that.
Why is every religion like that?
Well,
There's
anti-gay.
Anti like you not doing the normal thing.
I mean, what the idea of? I mean, that's pretty simple answer. If you're talking about the Abrahamic religions, just because it's not the natural thing to do, allegedly.
Yeah, because it's not the
Because you don't
body
procreate like that. You don't,
Right.
you know, it's
Yeah.
a man,
Yeah.
a woman.
It's
You know,
procreate
but there
focus.
is procreate. What did I say?
No, you're right. I'm agreeing
Oh.
with you. I'm just repeating.
But
what
there
you
is
said.
because there is stories of like we have a tribe in it's mentioned in the Quran. It's called the tribe of gay.
Wow.
They were like yeah Qawm Lut, yeah they're like that's where like
Kamalot.
well Qawm means tribe and Lut Qawm Lut. You know, and Lut is I forgot who's the prophet. The prophet is called Lut, but I forgot what's his name in English. You guys probably would know him, but he ascended on this tribe that was pretty gay, and God kept saying no,
It's just one of them
stop.
hitting a crab with the stick.
Stop, and they wouldn't
Get
stop.
out of here. The Kamalots. Oh. So they were just banished for being gay.
Well, I mean, I don't want to say what happened to them, but it's in the books. Yeah.
Oh,
You don't want to spoil it?
Yeah.
You don't want to spoil the Quran?
It just seems a bit too much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I can read the Quran.
No, there's English.
Oh, okay.
Unless you just can't read.
I was gonna say that.
Did you mean you weren't allowed? Like
I thought that
see
was
it
like
coming?
the like rite of passage.
No,
is
you
have to
can
be
read
able-
in English, and there's always translated parts. It has in Qurans. It's not,
That's true.
Because if you convert, what are you gonna do if you're like a American?
Every episode of the show, Patty learns something new about
Yeah.
life. That's actually the
I'm just gonna
progressive
type.
narrative.
I'm just gonna copy and paste the Quran into ChatGPT and be like, so what does this mean for me as a white guy?
I would be interested in asking ChatGPT what is the right.
What's the right? We should do that
Yeah.
right now. I feel like
Can
that would
you?
be really funny.
Dude, I'm scared. Can you do it on your phone? Because
I can
I'm
do it on my
scared to
phone.
do it on my computer.
Based on like all the scriptures, which one is the right religion?
Which religion is right?
Scientology, maybe. What if it
Dude,
comes
but
out
it
of-
is
Probably
kinda
just
like-
do some fucking.
Yeah, they do have like
Yeah.
these safety
No, they can't
things
really
where they're
give, like,
wow,
bad-
They're not- they
let's-
just be
answer.
like, I don't know. What do you think? Like,
But
shut
I
up,
think- I-
robots.
but I
you
think-
tell me.
But I am worried about the AI. I think the issue now is that I never foresaw this happening, but people are helping AI become smart.
Yeah,
Everybody's
Oh,
asking
yeah.
them- everybody's asking them these random like humane questions, like, "Hey, what do you think about?" Like, write me a breakup story. So like a breakup letter. So now the AI knows
Right,
about
yeah.
like breakup.
Dude,
Well,
'cause
what
it's
it is
hot.
actually going to do
AI
is make
is-
us dumber, and then eventually, it doesn't need to be smart.
Yeah.
It just needs to make humans worse.
But it's
than
like
us.
seductive. It like brings you in. It like makes you feel like you're
Which
like a part of it.
religion
Dude.
is correct?
That's the name of this episode.
Let's see what it
Mormonism.
says.
Mormonism.
That'd be so good. Okay.
Is
Oh,
it-
this is really.
He's really thinking
really
on this
thinking
one.
about.
This is hard.
He just writes you Allahu Akbar and just
Whoa! Throw the phone out the window. Oh, what? Jesus!
Dude, he's really thinking.
Show me.
Look at this.
He's considering the vast.
Oh, I thought you said Jesus. I was
No,
like,
no.
yes! I was,
Alright.
hey, Mom!
Yeah.
We did
Alright.
it!
Let's wait for
We'll
this.
wait an hour and a half, dude.
All right,
weird.
wow.
Like that.
Dude, imagine you broke
I broke
ChatGPT.
I can't have been the first person to have asked it that.
Yeah.
That must have been the first
You'd be
guy.
surprised. Sometimes the obvious questions are not asked.
The
Yeah.
religion of open source.
I guess anyone who's
artificial-
genuinely interested in religion probably
Were you
assumes the answer.
were you raised
Yeah.
Hindu,
No,
Christian?
no, I wasn't raised anything. Both of my parents were pretty.
Yeah, but
staunchly
like,
anti-religious.
what's your background in religion?
He was raised by wolves.
I was raised by wolves.
Yeah,
This is werewolf.
because
My,
you're
you
Indian,
might-
right?
yeah.
Yeah, you can't be non-religious.
No,
There's
my Hindu is my
Hindu.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you speak
Familial.
Hindi?
No, I understand it pretty well.
What about
Okay.
Indiana Jones?
I speak that very well.
He's like, we need
That language in the end.
Indiana
to get out of this temple. It is time to go.
What's the? They're making a new one. It's just
Oh, yeah,
not.
the
coming.
fifth one, yeah.
They're making a new sundial Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah,
with
where
an
he
old
was
Waller's
Indiana
bridge.
Jones.
Yeah.
Like and then they're making an AI thing of his younger face, right?
Yeah.
Is that AI? Do they
No,
just
it's
call
like
stuff AI?
CGI.
CG, yeah.
Because they did the same thing for
With
the Irishman.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the one thing about the Irishman, I didn't notice. I watched that movie over like a week because it was so long.
Yeah.
Is the fact that somebody said that what's the guy was Robert De Niro. He's in his 70s, and you can tell. Okay, CGI did really good on his face to make him look like in his 30s, kind of. But his body movement when he threw the body looked
Right.
like an old man.
Yeah.
So they couldn't fake that shit.
Oh, okay.
Right.
But I think you can just put like a younger guy and just have the face to be
Also,
like.
it's just like So I think like the new Indiana Jones is set in the '60s or whatever. It's like just set it in the '80s. It's like whatever, you know.
Who
Just
cares?
make
Yeah.
him older. Like
he doesn't have to do that much. If it seems like he's only doing cool shit in flashbacks, like Who cares? I don't know, man.
Yeah, dude.
At this point, it's like how many movies are gonna make?
How
Maybe
many
because everyone hated the
fucking,
last
like,
one.
artifacts are there, dude?
Yeah.
5.
I'm surprised.
There's 5 big ones.
This is going to
There's
be the
5.
last one, yeah.
Did he get the Holy Grail yet?
Yeah, it was the third one.
He's gonna drink from
Oh.
that, and then at the end of the movie, Steven Spielberg comes out and then shoots Harrison Ford in the back of the head like a dog.
Oh wow.
That's how the movie ends.
Do you remember how 2.5 Men ended?
No.
Do you remember? So
I
there was
don't-
rumors that Charlie Sheen was going to come back, and then the last episode is like he faked his death. He didn't actually die, and they're like, "Whoa!" I guess whatever. Let's just forget about that. And then at the end of the very last scene of the show, you see a guy from behind walk up to the house. He looks like Charlie Sheen. He's about to open the door, and then a piano falls on top of him, and then it pulls out. And then you see the set, and it's Chuck Lorre, the creator of the show. He turns to the camera and goes, "Winning," and then a piano falls on top of him, and then the show ends.
Wow. Are you serious?
That's legitimately how 2.5 Men ended.
How many seasons did it go?
12.
after
12.
Charlie Sheen.
Like 4 seasons. Yeah.
That's how it ended. Ashton Kutcher
yeah.
ended.
Yeah.
Wow. That's so funny. That's just like, how do you even
Yeah.
like, decide to do that?
That's what
on
when you're Chuck
real
Lorre
television?
and you just can do whatever you want for like a decade, you're like, yeah,
Hi,
I don't
I'm Chuck
care.
Lorre.
Fuck you. I'm going
People
to end a show
confuse
like
me
that.
with Hugh Laurie.
Jerry Seinfeld ran for how many
9
seasons?
seasons.
9 seasons.
Yeah.
And then he chose.
He chose, yeah.
He chose to end. So there was
Yeah.
no really ending to this. It was just kind of like the last season, and he just.
Well, he did. They go to jail, but like no one liked the ending, I guess.
Hold on, who goes to jail? I never
They
saw
all
that.
go to jail.
For what?
George,
for not-
he's
for-
having sex with me. We're in jail. He's having sex with me, George.
You're being Jerry there? Or-
George was
I had to
like,
clarify.
Talk about no soup for you.
No super.
No soap for you. Don't
Yeah,
drop
That was
it.
good. That was good.
Thanks, man.
No soap was good.
Jerry, you gotta stop dropping the soap. That's Kramer. Jerry.
That was more George, I think.
You think so? They all blend themselves
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Is the lady one in the male prison with them?
The lady one? You mean
oh,
Elaine?
Julianne.
Julia Louis Dreyfus. Julianne.
So why did they go to prison?
There's like a guy that's like getting carjacked, and they laugh at him and don't stop it from happening, and then people are like, "Oh, you can't do that."
Yeah, dude,
I'm not making this up.
Let's
This
cut
is
to
how
it right now.
this is how it ends. Yeah.
It's not a good like ending.
Yeah.
No way. You can't end any show. There's
And
no
that,
way.
and that
to end
ended
any
what
show.
year was that?
98.
Oh, so then his 99 special came out,
Yeah.
which was probably his best one.
Yeah. What's the one where he's like doing all of his like greatest material for the last time, right?
Oh, really? I just thought that was like his best. I'm not really a fan of Jerry Seinfeld, but I know
Right.
how he has changed the game. I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
see. But that was the last special that he was kind of like
Yeah.
just properly entertaining.
Yeah.
Other than that, it just became because other better observational comics came on the scene and just overtook him. Like
I feel
Mark
like-
Normand is
yeah.
is
Yeah.
technically the evolution of what's
Yeah.
Seinfeld is.
Yeah, I get
I
that.
feel like you just can't. I mean, when you are that heavily observational, at a certain point, you just age out of being able to be observational to a accessible crowd.
No, you
know?
can,
It's
but
like-
what he did was he didn't add the analogy game.
right.
It's kind of like this and kind of like that. Like,
Yeah.
That's what Mark Normand does. He does
Yeah.
analogies. It's kind of like Lil Wayne.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes it feels
Right.
like all Mark Norman does is analogy.
It is. It is all he does. Sometimes like his whole setup is long, like 40 seconds of just talking. But that's why he kind of speeds up because I think he gets a little nervous
Right.
to this day. He speeds up to the actual punchline, and then it lands, and he just lands a couple in a row, couple analogies in a row. Yeah, that's his whole spiel. But,
Yeah.
I mean he's getting. Here's the thing. He's so good at it that why would you change? His
Once
brain
you
is
already-
wired
yeah.
that way. That's all he thinks is analogy.
It's also there's a lot of people that like that really just rubs them the right way. Like
Yeah.
it's like
Right.
a nice scratch on their
favorite thing,
brain.
yeah.
I mean,
Like,
I've seen
oh,
him at the
yeah.
stand, like and like he just murders him and Shane and these guys. They just murder. And I've
Yeah.
seen Shane Gillis do the same set 3 times in a row. And somebody was telling me that he was been working on this set for like 8 months, which is insane.
Yeah, I think
How
he's
long?
doing a
What?
special.
Like 30 or what?
No, he was doing just 8-9 minutes.
Oh, okay.
But I think he's probably working on like an hour, but like
Right,
he
right.
tries 10-minute chunks at a time
Yeah.
or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Really gets it really smooth.
Yeah.
These guys were like on point. Also, when the crowd is fire, you just feel yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You just add nuances you didn't think. Yeah.
That's great.
You ever do so well you wet your pants on stage?
On stage, not
Yeah.
like when you walk off.
No, like on stage.
No.
You
No,
ever
I've
just
never
piss?
done well.
Right.
Okay.
I've never
I can see
peed.
that.
Yeah. You ever just piss yourself?
I've never or
done that.
in a
Actually,
toilet. I've never done that.
I just did that right now.
You've done,
wait.
You've done that, but you haven't not from doing well on stage.
Female. Female Tyrannosaurus, I see.
Like last year, January, February, sorry. That was like a peak that I had to like take me a while to get off because it was such. I opened for Nimesh Patel
Oh yeah.
in Michigan. It was like 500 people, and I murdered, and I got off the stage. And after every show after that was a bomb to my ears,
Right.
and I had to really stop watching that clip, and I had to stop.
And you know a bomb to your ears, dude.
Oh yeah, I never forgot, and so
that was a Syrian joke.
That was a Syrian refugee. Osama is a Syrian refugee.
Right.
Guys.
yeah. Oh,
So
I thought it was a 9/11 reference.
Oh, no,
bad.
no.
Oh, okay.
They all fold into
No,
each
it's
other.
about your hardship, not about
My hardship. Yeah.
not about
Not
your
about
real
all
Your
Like-
favorite holiday.
But that was a problem. That was a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
That was a real issue because it ruined a bunch of my jokes. And I was saying with the same cadences, trying to get the same. It wasn't gonna happen. It wasn't gonna happen the same.
Yeah.
It was never gonna happen.
Well, it's like so many people, and also they're there to see someone. Like it's such a specific
Man, they
environment
were
that you
fire.
can't get
They
can't
were-
get in a bar show. You know, like
No, they were insanely fire. Like I remember,
Yeah.
I think I had there was one of the jokes. The first punch didn't land as much. There was still some chuckles, and I kind of got a little nervous, but I weathered it through. And by I landed the second one, it was just to roll from there. They just
Damn.
very forgiving, and his crowds are also very diverse. It was all Indians and Pakistanis and Arabs. I saw a couple of like hijabis in the front row, and they were laughing at my stuff. It was just he drew a lot of people that were, you know, it was a height.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, dude.
I thought more was gonna come out of it, but nothing came out of it.
Yeah, well, you're here on this podcast right now. In your roommate's bed.
This is the lowest point in my career. I thought
Literally, I don't have a bed.
This-
frame.
this
We're
is-
on the ground.
this is worse than the Syrian civil war. To be honest with you. No,
Congrats,
man. I
Patty.
would never shit on. That's why I hate when people go up at my mic and they go like, "Oh man, the energy here." I'm like, bro, it's up to you. Pick it up.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's also
Stop
it's an
coming
open
up.
mic. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, but stop
fuck you,
coming
it's
up like sometimes like it's you know they're putting that on the. I learned to come in loose to a mic.
Yeah.
People still come stiff. Come in loose, and try a new joke even with a loose fashion,
Right,
loose
right,
manner,
right.
and you have a better time. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that's.
We'll go into it having fun. You know, like don't don't.
You really act like it's you can just take it off.
Just don't be like tense. Yeah, exactly. It's like fucking, it's what you make it.
Yeah, it is what you make it, which is why I make it fucking awesome every single time.
Do you host any mics still?
No.
Yeah.
I used to host a mic, but it was at the shop, and it was like very okay.
Well, the show, like when I'm hosting the mic, and then the people that I know, the regulars show up, I'm like, that's a good mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's a camaraderie, there's some fun. They all go up, do real
Yeah.
jokes, real fun. I don't know.
It's fun hosting a mic, I think. Much more. I feel like I enjoy hosting mics much more than I enjoy hosting shows. Because there's just no pressure in hosting a show. You know?
Hosting mics
Or the mics, right?
teaches you how to host shows and teaches you how to also pick up a room if you're doing a show.
Yeah.
Right.
And whether you come up
But
first.
there's zero stakes with a mic because it's like,
Yeah.
you don't really care about
Dude, the
setting
worst
room
is when
well.
you host and you bring someone up and give them the wrong credit.
Yeah.
Like I brought this woman up the other day at Cult, and I was like, she did, what is it, Late Night with Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah.
Is that what it's
Yeah,
called? She was like, she did stand up on Late Night with Jimmy Fallon, and I was like, all right, your next comic was a writer on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
Right.
I said everything wrong.
Right,
I was like,
yeah.
yeah, whatever. And then she went on the stage and she was like, I'm not a writer on the show. Because I guess her whole act depended on them thinking that she didn't make money.
Oh, okay.
So she's
That
like,
is actually.
afterward I was like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, oh no, I just I can't, my jokes won't work if they think I have more
Right.
than $50,000.
Yeah, that is
Why?
interesting.
Because
Where it's
I don't remember her
screwed up.
What's
set
her name?
exactly because I wasn't paying attention.
Is she a white lady?
She's a what?
She's a white lady?
Yeah.
She's making more than $50,000 a year.
Yeah, probably.
It's the rule.
Well, she didn't give me a number, but
She didn't give
that's
me a
just
number,
what
yeah.
I took.
You ever see when Americans are in real hardships in this country, they go on vacation? I'm like, what? I lost my home. I lost my everything, my dogs, and I'm going to Spain for a month to relax. I'm like, what? No, go get a job, bro.
Once you lose your home.
I knew this guy I used to live with when I first moved to Brooklyn. To New York, but Brooklyn. I lived in this almost communal thing, like Airbnb. You live with like 14 fucking people, something like that. And this one guy was like, he was always if he feels like he has no land, he wants to, he doesn't know where to live.
Right.
So he worked random jobs, always like, I'm working check to check. Now he's like in Japan and like Brazil, and I'm like, bro, where's the money?
Once you lose your home, you're technically on vacation.
Yeah. Well, I've lost my home. I've been fucking not vacationing. I haven't had a vacation in like fucking 8 years or something. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
People around me go on vacation.
We gotta bring you on vacation, dude.
Yeah.
Take you to a lake.
You're gonna do the podcast. What is the name of this podcast?
Right now, it's just the Untitled podcast. Okay. Which also, if we want to flesh out a name right here and now, I'm down.
Podcast from bed.
I was just thinking that.
I'm thinking Potty DeFino.
What? That could just be your new stage name.
Potty?
I don't know. Podcast DeFino. Just Podcast DeFino.
Podcast DeFino.
Podcast
DeFino here.
Podcast DeFino was nice.
Yeah. Also like
sounds like an Italian guy with no chills on the mic.
Yeah, sounds like a guy who shouldn't have smoked weed before doing this because I've said nothing.
Pattycast is cool. I like
Pattycast DeFino.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you add the DeFino.
Just
the Pattycast.
Pattycast DeFino.
That's funny. I said he should call it Indulge. That's what he writes when he posts the clip. He's like, Indulge.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I mean, I feel like that Indulge sounds like the name of a weird club or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a high-end thing.
Well, you're wearing a stupid wig, so who gives a shit what you have to say?
Everyone thinks a different name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you
some
took
people
yours
think
off.
I should just go by news.
So you're scared that no one will take you seriously.
But it's not news. You can say podcast, but you can say Podcast DeFino. I like podcast or Podcast Patty.
No.
But Podcast DeFino.
Podcast Patty is what people will call you when this takes off.
Podcast Patty.
Podcast Patty.
On the street, they'll be like, yo, it's Podcast Patty.
I'll be like, hey, whoopity-doo.
And they'll shoot you in the chest with a gun.
Like, suck my dick, Podcast Patty. You'll be like, hey,
fucking hate you, Podcast Patty. Get out of your bed, you bum.
Yeah, your views on Barnes & Noble are quite wrong. Boo.
You think if you got famous and then you're walking with your family in the future, your kids and your wife, and somebody just rolls up and insults you, you think you'll be like chill about it? Would you play it off? You get mad, would fight them with your family? And
with all your fame, I'd fight.
Well, no, with your family, would you?
I'd throw my child at them.
Oh, that's good. That's very Indian.
Yeah, exactly. So I have 40
especially the daughter.
Exactly, especially the daughter.
Yeah.
They're walking in front of the car.
In India, what's cool about India, the marriage part, aside from there stuff, is that the woman has to pay for the dowry for the man.
That's true. That is a part of a tradition.
If the man is well educated, blah, blah, all that stuff, the woman has to pay more money. In the Middle East is the opposite. The men have to fucking pay for everything. So I like that part. That is equality right there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's equality necessarily. But
well, that is something. That's some hardship towards the ladies, towards the marriage part of
right.
Because marriage...
Women, not enough hardship in their lives.
They're fine. Yeah. They're doing fine. I think right now the world has never been more even. Listen, it's never been more even right now.
I think, listen.
Women can get guns?
Dudes are still winning. We're still winning.
No, we're losing, bro. We have wars. Every time a war breaks, like right now in Sudan, who do you think is fighting?
Babies.
It's dudes, but that's like
Sudani
a small
babies.
price to pay.
Dog fights.
I think we should be fighting, dude. I would feel bad sending a lovely lady out there on the front lines just to get fucking blown up. I don't want.
Well, I mean, in World War I, World War II, they were actually the nurses on, which is very gruesome because you gotta watch these soldiers lose their legs, and you gotta be comforting, and you gotta be professional.
Chicks are so good at nursing; they're really good at it.
I had an ex. I had an ex one time. I burnt my thigh with construction. I had the gasoline drop on my skin, and I didn't know what it does to me. So I was just driving around, and then I'm like, this is fucking too much. And I look under my jeans, and it was just red, really dark red. I'm like, I gotta go home. I was in Detroit, so I had to go to Lansing, Michigan, which was like an hour and a half. I need to leave work early, please. On my legs, I can't feel them. So I go to my ex's place, my girlfriend at the time. And she goes like, what happened? I put my pants down. She goes like, oh my God. Okay, lay down. I'll be right back. And she comes in with this aloe vera leaf she had. She cut the aloe vera leaf.
Oh, wow. Like in a
squeeze the
TikTok.
aloe vera from the aloe vera, And then like she massaged my legs and she gave me like hot tea. And I'm like, you're amazing. You're the best thing.
Wow.
That was probably still to this day the best thing, like the nicest thing anyone has ever done to me in terms of like a person I don't know. Like, especially a female. That was the nicest thing. That was so sweet, so caring, so loving. I was like, I will die for you, man. This.
Yeah.
You
That's
healed my burn.
That's like the equivalent to a woman as like if you were like fix their leaky drain. They'd be like, oh, thank God. Like they would be so loving.
Yeah.
You a handy guy, Patty?
Do you know how to fix things?
No. I'm not a handy guy.
Yeah, you have a civil engineer.
I do have a handy face. I have a handy attitude, I would
It
say.
looked like the kind of face that would come out with like some like black chalk. Yeah, it's now. We gotta dig it more. You know,
Pops up from a manhole.
So there's a lot of bugs down in this hole.
Yeah.
So no one go down there anymore.
We're going to have to shut down the station for 2 weeks. It's too wet.
The trains are late.
Too much water everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't need validation.
That's me.
I like that.
Dude, that's how the Mario movie was.
What? It
What
didn't
was
need
that?
validation?
Like a
Oh,
bit-
do they
it's
use?
just a
He's
big leak.
doing like a Mario voice, Chris Pratt.
He did like a half-assed Mario voice. He was just kind of like, wow, we're in Brooklyn, Luigi. Luigi's just Charlie Day. He's like, yeah. Charlie Day. They all kind of didn't do the voice, which by the end of the movie was relaxing because it's like, oh, thank God, they weren't doing this Italian voice.
Right. It would be funny if it was just if it was just like, hey Mario, it's me, Luigi. What's going on? Let's go. Let's go kill some people.
And they also
Oh,
live in
man.
Brooklyn. And dude, the
That's so
funniest
weird.
part is there's like a Cranky Kong in it.
What?
Do you know, that's like Donkey Kong's like grandfather
Oh,
or something.
okay.
And he's cranky.
Cool.
But they just made him an old Jew. Like they like I don't know who played him. I gotta look it up. But they walk in. They're like, "Hi, Cranky Kong." They're like, "We're gonna need your army like for a war or whatever." He's like, "You're gonna need my whole army. What is?" I expect you want my bananas too, huh? I'm like, dude, this guy. They just like totally.
Right. Did they get along better because of their shared Northeastern upbringings?
Yeah, they did. They're like, oh, I know. They talked about
You ever go to
the
Joe's?
bagels on 4th Street are really good.
Fantastic bagels.
Mario was like, yeah, I told you it was a good bagel. Okay.
A lot of stops and starts with this episode.
I think there's a lot of pressure. I feel like when I walked in between you guys, you're feeling immense pressure to entertain the non-existent crowd.
Yeah.
It's not to be like it's not even to be released yet. I think you guys should just
be looser. Yeah.
be more loose.
Treat it like
The problem is I got high, dude.
How high are we talking?
Just high
Apparently
enough.
high enough to keep bringing it up.
High
He's
enough
so
to where
high.
I just feel like I'm not good at this.
Are you high still, or are you kind of just coming down?
I'm still high. I feel
Really?
like if I
You look
wasn't high,
fine.
I'd be talking about like Winnie the Pooh or something.
You look fine though.
We talk about Winnie the Pooh.
There is a new Winnie the Pooh movie coming
Okay.
out. Series, actually.
What's it called?
Where
Is it
he's
really?
it's R-rated, dude.
Oh, why?
That's- Oh, is it?
Did they drop the H so it's POO? Is that why
There
it's
was
R?
he's a serial killer, right? Or it's a horror movie. They did
Yeah,
that
it's a
recently.
horror.
It's a series. I thought it was a movie.
I think it's a series, yeah.
Really, Winnie the Pooh is gonna be killing.
I guess
Yeah.
so.
Because it's
Man,
always
man.
public domain.
Oh, that's what it is.
That's why
right?
everyone
Yeah,
had
yeah,
access
yeah.
to it. Everyone was
Yeah.
able to use it because it became not under copyright anymore.
Yeah.
So they were able to use the characters however they wanted.
That's cool.
Imagine it was
I
just
like
because
that.
he didn't have his pants on. And they're like, no, we can't have children in there. Seeing his bare penis.
They're just, his bare penis. His bare penis.
His bare penis.
Yeah. At that point, though, like the point of it is just that it is this thing. Like everyone's shocked, but like that's why you do it, you know?
Yeah.
Because like there's nothing related to the original material.
No.
It's not like Christopher Robin's gonna be like, Winnie, my boy. But that's how he sounds. I guess. I don't know.
No, yeah. Who is Chris? Like, what is his deal? Is he just
He's a guy
living-
who hangs out with animals. and
He's just in the woods.
He's just in the woods, hangs out with fucking animals.
Yeah,
all the
kids
time.
who are in the
Little
woods are
pervert.
pretty weird.
His
Like-
actual, the guy who wrote it, it was his son. And his son like hated him. He was like, everyone makes fun of me because they think I hang out with like fucking bear. Like I'm a human man. Like, what are you doing, Dad?
I'm a human man.
It's like how Barbie and Ken were brother and sister. Like they were the creator's children.
Barbie and Ken were brother and sister.
Yeah.
And now they're like dating.
Not in the lore. I mean, in real life, the creators of Barbies, the kid, their kids' names were Barbie and Ken.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Why? Like that's so weird.
Yeah.
And they went into it together.
No, the like creators were a married couple, and they had children named Barbie and Ken. And then when they made these toys, they named them after their children.
Wait, there is a woman named Barbie.
Well, Barbara.
Oh, okay. Barbara Doll.
Barbara Doll. Barbara Doll.
Barbara and Kenneth Doll.
Sounds like she got big jugs.
Dude, she's definitely got.
Have you seen the jugs in Barbara Doll?
Yeah, I wonder if they used her actual proportions.
Y'all. What, Patty? What? What did you say?
I said I wonder if they used her actual proportions.
You shouldn't have gotten high.
How long?
Now you made yourself look stupid. No, I'm just
How long do you usually record this for? Like a whole day, and then you cut it down to the best 20 minutes?
Usually it's literally just the hour. Like this one, I'm like, we've been going for like a little over an hour. I'm like, I don't know if I want any of this.
I think it's better than you anticipate. I think I'm having a
I
and
think
I'm
it
a
is
radio
fine.
professional.
You're a
dude.
radio professional.
So
Are
take
you?
my
What is that? What you do for a job?
yeah.
Where?
Here in New York.
WFAN.
No, of course.
WFAN. No, here.
New
Bro,
York
the stuff.
City.
He does
Radio
it in
Free
my
Brooklyn.
room.
I have a show tonight.
Oh yeah, I know. But do they pay you for that?
They don't
You
pay me
pay
for
for
that.
it. You
I
pay
pay
for
for
it,
that.
yeah.
But at work, I work 9 to 5, baby. Radio.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
so
should I not have
you
said
work-
where you work?
No, I don't
You,
care.
you work 9 to 5 radio?
Yeah, it's like a sports radio station for New York and like the classic hit station.
Sports
Damn,
Radio
damn.
66.
Hip hop throwback.
Dude, I'm trying to get a job outside the fucking coffee shop thing. Something creative.
Yeah.
Outside of
Yeah.
coffee shops?
Yeah.
You ever PA? You guys ever do a PA gig?
Yeah.
You ever have to work like a PA? Dude, one time I worked a PA gig at Hudson Yards, and so it was at the Edge. Have you ever seen the ads for the Edge on
Like
the
personal
Yeah.
assistant? Is that
What?
personal assistant?
Production.
No,
assistant.
production assistant.
Oh,
So for,
okay.
this was for like Good Morning America was filming sunrise yoga and a rave at the Edge. You know, so it's the highest open air balcony in North America, and it's in the Hudson Yards. And so it's just like all day I'm just like traveling 80 floors up and down constantly. Like my ears are popping and exploding. But like I see the sunrise and I see like a full panoramic view of like New York City and the
wow.
water. But it's crazy. It was like
I
I
wonder
was
if
there.
you can get like the bends from going that far.
Maybe.
The what?
The bends.
It's usually underwater though, right?
It's
No
usually
pressure
underwater.
involved.
pressure
It's like when you like go deep underwater and then like you come up too quickly, like your blood pressure and stuff doesn't adjust. You get like really sick.
It's like altitude sickness.
That's what
Yeah.
happens when girls go down on me and come back up. It's such a
Like, it's the
distance.
It's such a
Really?
distance.
Yeah.
Because you have a really long
It
torso.
takes a while. It takes so long
no,
to find your penis.
Yeah.
no, the cock is deep.
Oh,
It's deep.
So when they get
If-
to the top of it, it's like lower
Cock is-
oxygen.
Yeah, then they go
yeah,
down.
I'm
And
sorry,
they
I'm
go back
stupid.
up quickly. They just
Like, I've traveled a long way. I haven't seen a penis yet. I wonder
Yeah.
what this thing is. Yeah, that makes sense.
I didn't see.
oh, like oh my god, all of this
I don't know where it
penis.
I have to stop and ask directions to find this guy's penis.
Are you
Like I left in
are
Albuquerque.
you in a relationship?
Yeah.
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 He's in an interracial
I'm
relationship.
in a
No,
relationship.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Where's she from?
She's from Florida.
Where's she from?
No, I'm like ethnically.
She's black.
She's a black girl.
It's
black.
that's you can't whisper it. That makes it bad.
Well, I
How long
want
you guys
the-
been seeing each other?
Couple years, like 2 years.
Where do you guys meet on blackpeoplemeet.com?
Oh.
Ew, pow, pow,
I always
pow.
thought black people meat was just KFC.
Wow.
That's really bad. That was,
Yes.
You should cut that one.
That you should definitely cut
You
that
should
one.
keep.
there's
you
no
should-
way I'm cutting
You got
that
to
one,
keep
dude.
in us telling you to cut it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great one, dude. I'm keeping
He
that.
cuts that part
First
and makes
funny-
us say, that was great, Patty. Keep going in.
First
Can
funny
you-
thing
can
I've
you-
said the whole time.
Can you
cuts in
can
the
you cut
last
out
room.
all of our voices and then redub it yourself?
Actually, can you just cut our faces off? I have a.
We met in high school.
Oh,
Oh.
Osama, next time you want anonymity in here, you just got to wear a wig, dude. Do you want the Viking helmet?
No, I'm good. I don't want to keep getting a dandruff from your guests.
So would have. Oh shit.
No, nobody's ever worn that
Good.
since
How
scratchy
about you?
hair.
Do you have somebody?
No. No one. In a lot of ways, the answer to that is no.
Damn. How old are you?
24.
Oh wow, Indian guy.
Yeah, okay.
What does that mean?
That's my
I
age.
don't know. It's up to your interpretation. I'm not gonna say it for you.
Do you have anyone?
Ah, Indian man.
Who do you
Okay, huh?
Are you in love?
I got people. I'm not in
I
love
got
though.
people.
You know,
I like.
That
I,
means
I
a
like.
guy.
you got a guy.
I like a certain. I like a certain gal.
Yeah, with a penis, big arms.
Well, she's a
Dylan Mulvaney?
she's a gal to me.
Yeah, that's all you need. It's an interpretation.
So the interpretation is that she's a gal.
He's just got a stack of Bud Light cans. He's like, I got a girl.
Her name's Dylan.
Her name's Dylan, and she's beautiful.
Dylan Bud Light Mulvaney.
I think the only thing about Dylan Mulvaney that I don't think it's like.
This will be good. This will
Yeah,
be good.
I don't know.
This is definitely going to be put in the podcast.
I just don't know what's the Dylan Mulvaney's association with drinking, or even Nike, because like it's sponsored by Nike, right? I'm like, is she an athlete? Like I don't know if she's an athlete.
Dude. Of course she's an
As
athlete.
the athletic part, that's for me is a little bit
What's Bud Light?
Bud Light.
I don't think Dylan Mulvaney drinks Bud Light.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
I don't
a
think
decent
Dylan-
argument.
Well, I don't think
drink-
any athlete probably drinks Bud Light.
Oh, no, I'm saying no, because she also have a sponsorship deal with Nike for like women's sportswear.
Oh, I think she's just like I almost said improviser. What's it called?
Influencer?
Influencer, yeah.
Well, you know, speaking of influencers, we've been having influencers come to a coffee shop and get free food and free coffee. And I've been watching these guys like work and it's bullshit. It's so much bullshit. It is like the one guy comes in one time and he orders some food and then he orders. I'm like, what do you want to drink? And if you want to drink something, your influencer get like a cappuccino, something I can like show you my skills with, in a mug. You can take a nice picture. And the guy didn't think. He goes, like, I'll have a cold brew. I'm like, a cold brew. He's like, yeah. You want a cab? He's like, no, just a cold brew. I was like, what are you gonna show your people? Are you drinking cold? What the fuck are you?
Yeah, you can't do a fucking little acorn swirl in
The
there.
small, like the tiny modicum of a craft that there is in the influencing thing never seems to be like whatever they're actually focusing on. Because like you're right. Because it's like you could be like, oh, this is the specific thing I do to get.
And then I had the influencer one time came, and I
right.
think they paid her actual money to do like promos.
Yeah.
And so she's like, do you mind if I borrow you? Because I made it for a couple of drinks in the past, and she really liked what I do. And so she goes like, okay, I'm gonna have you stand by the
He
company's
put his penis in the drink.
by the company's logo. That was backstage. But
She
I
liked what he did.
But then she was like, hey, can you say this thing, the intro, be like, hey, I'm this from Vanilla Gorilla. This is my favorite drink. Let me show you. I was like, cool. So I
Her
stand.
name is Vanilla Gorilla?
No, my coffee shop name.
Oh,
is.
okay.
So I stand there and I do it in one take, and she goes like, "Oh my god, that is amazing." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a stand-up comic. This is not a big deal."
Yeah.
And she didn't catch that part. Every time she asked me to do something in front of the camera, she's like, "Oh my god, that is you're really." I'm like, "Bitch, I'm a professional. I'm telling you, I'm a stand-up comedian." She's like, "Oh my god, you're just." I'm like, "You're not listening to me, are you?" All right.
Yeah. Dude, they don't know. They're not smart. But they
No,
got
but
they got
s-
bodies.
They
dude.
got sway. Not all of them. No.
You know what they do is they have faces that are like they captivate you.
Yeah.
Well, one lady had.
I guess just captivate.
One
And
influencer
captivate.
came in. We follow each other now. She has. I'm thinking she's got. You name it, 40, 50K plus, right? She had only 15K, which is for me. If I had 15K, it'd be nice for me as a comedian.
Yeah.
But you're 15K. Who's that come from? 15K is like a little like section of like Brooklyn. Like who's that?
It is. Yeah. It's also like in our case we'd like it because then we could pull people to shows. You know what I mean? It's like it's
At 15
secondary
well,
to a goal. You
At
know?
15K, how many can you pull? You think? I know that, like for example.
I mean, in general, for the
I think if you have like
accumulation
100K, you can pull 100 people.
Dude, all the social media numbers are, like your Instagram followers, is just so you can go to someone and be like, look how many I have. And they're like, well, now we need you because you got so many.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
nobody
no.
ever comes from that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
No, they do.
But-
They do. The people like people fucking people do come. People do come. I think, but
People do come.
people do come. Yeah, on your
candle,
face. That's where they should come. They should come on your face.
On this face?
Maybe so your eyes become less red because you're so high. You smoke before that. You're crazy.
Oh,
This is your career. This is your career.
What
By the
parts
way,
of your body have you got come on? Yours or someone else's?
What parts?
Yeah, because there's an obvious, like the general.
Can I
I
guess?
probably have gotten every part of my body except in my own ass.
You've gotten every part of your body,
Maybe not my hair.
but you've gotten your face.
I've like jizzed on. No, actually not my face, but I've gotten it like on my chin.
Your shoulder?
accidentally.
You've been jizzed on. You just said you've been jizzed on.
No,
your
I
chin.
said I've jizzed on my
you
chin.
have toes? You jizzed on your own toes.
You shot.
No,
from
I
here
probably
to there?
stepped on cum.
You shot from here to there.
Yeah, you
When?
shot from there.
When?
That's a lot of that's a lot of torque.
What do you do? Like, how were you?
I actually shot up in the air, took a shower, came back, landed on my face. Dude.
Oh, it was like hovering there.
It was just, it went up so far because I'd come so much all the time.
Yeah.
And then it came back down onto my own face.
How does your penis curve? Does it curve straight? Is it upwards?
Mine goes straight.
So you have the straight.
You just down the middle. I lean left.
You lean left.
left?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Wow.
Democratic, huh?
Democratic. Yeah.
Oh shit!
The blue penis.
Okay.
Oh, so you lean
A
left?
left-leaning penis.
What does
okay.
that mean? You
But does it
only
go
have,
straight though? As in like,
Well, I'm talking.
it doesn't go
I'm
up
talking.
or yeah, but does it go up or down?
Oh, yeah, up.
It goes up to the left.
No,
So it
no,
goes
no.
like
Wait, there's
yours
no,
is like
there's no
a-
direction when it's like in use.
Okay.
I'm saying like now.
No, his direction is
Okay.
straight ahead. So it can be either straight ahead to the left or up to the left or.
I thought yours
Down to
went,
left.
when it was hard, went like left and up, like
No,
a wiffle,
no.
like
Sorry,
a wiffle
sorry.
ball
Not,
pitch.
not when it's hard. Yeah. Yeah.
That's to the left. huh?
rise.
Well, you can fix it. You can just push it a little bit.
Dude,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
I
close the door hard enough, you can have whatever penis you want.
Can you show us real
The
quick?
best
Can you put
penis
it up
is
on
no
the-
penis at all.
Yeah.
How about you? What's your penis style?
Straight.
Straight.
Up.
Oh, up. We go up.
Straighten up.
Oh, nice.
Straighten up.
Like the letter C. Perfect curve.
Oh,
It's
nice.
curved,
you-
though.
The
so
most,
you're the
it
kind of
almost
dude.
touches itself back around.
Wow, it's like an infinity penis.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
never
the
ends.
Ouroboros of genitalia.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Ouroboros.
Ouroboros.
Is that how they pronounce it in Canada?
I don't know.
You know when they say aluminium?
We don't say that. Some of us do. Some of us do.
We say it. Aluminium.
Aluminium? Aluminum.
I say aluminum.
I think you should say aluminum.
Or I thought you were going to rip a fart.
That's what I
No.
thought. I'm like, hey, yo.
No, I was going to give you a foot
That
high
should be
five.
another rule in here. No, farts.
No
dude.
touching. No
Has anyone ever
farting.
farted in here?
I mean, I
Probably.
have thousands of times.
You've
You
lived
think
here
you've
for-
hit thousands?
You've lived here for 7
Yes.
years now, Patty?
I've lived here for
10
45
decades?
minutes.
45 minutes.
You just
I've
moved
farted
in.
thousands.
Someone has lived here for 45 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much.
As we
We should get him
speak.
in here.
I mean, I could run my mixer into that thing.
Or
but-
he and I would just share a mic.
You can sit on your lap.
Yeah, it's
No, that's okay. That's too many people. 5 is too many, wouldn't you say?
You sound
What
like
do you got going on today, Osama?
I'm a step out. I've been kind of taking it light on mics and stuff. Yesterday, like I might just smoke some weed and go out and hang for a little bit. Just 'cause
nice.
I'm flying to Michigan on Tuesday
Oh, sweet.
for like a week to see my
Sweet,
parents. I'm doing some spots there too.
Are
but
you a
just-
fan of Michigan University?
No, Michigan State.
Oh,
That's
boy.
that's what I went to.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, the city it sits in, is a very nice city. But the people of Ann Arbor are pretentious.
Oh, you hear that, Jeff? I have a friend named
Liberals.
Jeff who's a
Yeah,
Michigan
but
guy.
I mean, his name is Jeff. You can
you
tell he's
piece of
pretentious.
shit, Jeff.
No, he's garbage. Jeff is
Fat
garbage.
Jeff, you're
Jeff.
nothing.
Well, if he
You-
went by Jeffrey, then that would be even worse.
He
but-
doesn't.
Jeff, he does?
He doesn't. But for the
Jeff
sake of
is
this
good.
podcast, Jeffrey, you heard it, dude.
No, his Jeff is just the worst of the worst. It's just the bottom of the barrel.
What should I eat after this?
I think we should go to the
my
Bushwick
penis.
Diner.
We were just there yesterday.
I'm not
Where's
going
that?
there, you idiot.
The Bushwick Diner?
Mhm.
It's over by Myrtle Wyckoff.
Why don't you guys go to this fucking? It closed now, but you should go in the morning. You go to the diner by the L train.
How about I get a slice of pizza from Foz?
yeah, that place is
been
good.
there?
Free pizza?
Yeah, the
No,
lunch.
slice of pizza from Foz.
Yeah, have you been there?
Okay.
No.
It's good. I always go.
Oh,
eat
actually, yeah, I've been there.
I eat eggs and like it's a proper breakfast spot. Really nice, really sweet.
What's
Where-
it called, sir?
It's like you know how you go to the it's called, I don't know, lunch and whatever. It's like a breakfast, like it's like technically like a diner really. It is actually a diner. By
Right
the
near
L
the
train when you
train.
go to the L train right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
You see it, it's right ahead of you. Like it
Yeah,
has
yeah,
like
yeah.
a yellow sign, yeah.
Near the gas station?
Yeah, on the
I know
opposite side of the
where-
street,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I know
It's
where
really
you're
good. It's really good. It's an actual diner. You can get whatever you want from there.
Nice.
Wow.
And they're really good. You know, I think they close at 1 or 2. They open really early.
Nice.
And whenever I have my day off, sometimes I go and eat there. That's
I'm
cool.
off tomorrow. I got Monday off, baby.
You should go
Oh,
eat
yeah.
there. You'll like
Maybe
it.
I'll go there. Start my day right with some eggs and toast.
Eggs and
Yeah.
toast.
Get
yeah.
some coffee
You don't look
that
like
I
that.
like the most.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Me?
I don't think you look like you start your day off right at all.
You don't think I look like I start my day off right? I
feel
don't
like-
really. I
feel
started
like-
sleepy.
Yeah, I feel like you always just bad dietary habits. You start off with that. And
What do I look
then-
like I eat, dog?
Shit, absolute garbage. Have you looked at your physique?
Yeah, I look like I eat shit.
Is that good? Is that good for the podcast?
That's good for the podcast. Some controversy. Dude.
That was good for the podcast.
Come on, then spice it up. Look at you.
terrace.
Look at you.
No, I don't stoop there. What's wrong with your body? You got. If you shave that beard, you got nothing.
No, I got something. Don't worry about me.
Dude, you would look pretty funny if you shaved.
No,
your
I
beard.
saw it once. It scared me.
You'd look like a guy who like really likes library books. I think.
Sure, if that gives me library pussy.
Yeah.
I don't know if such a thing exists.
No, there is.
Silent
Library pussy?
Library? No, there is. There's like those nerds who read books about rocks and stuff,
And then they get rock hard.
and then they get cocks.
Do they got cocks?
They love rocks and cocks.
Rocks and cocks.
They
Rocks
study
and
about
cocks.
the
Down at the
libraries.
library with rocks and cocks.
I study sedimentary cocks.
Sedimentary, dude.
Cumulus cocks.
There was this teacher I had, an earth science teacher in 8th grade,
That sounds a
and she
win.
used to describe, like when she would say metamorphic, she would like shake her arms, and she had like these big wings of fat underneath, and they would just shake and just be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Dude, it was so disgusting.
Why did you have to
That's
shake
awesome.
at all when she said metamorphic?
She didn't, but she was a good teacher.
Right.
Good
Dude,
teachers shake. From
I went to
time
like a
time.
poor school in my county, so we didn't have earth science. We had earth science.
Nice, dude.
Okay, so now you're trying to like vibe with the immigrants here, huh? With your shitty stories.
Welcome to Earth Science. Got a hard fucking rock over here.
Okay, so dirt, you can't eat it. Worms, you can't seed it. I don't know, I'm sorry.
Can't seed it.
Patty, how long are you going to keep us here, man? When will you let us go?
I was waiting till one of you guys said something.
It's
All
been
right.
either 20 minutes or my entire life.
And all you do is tell us it was bad the entire time.
It's been actually like 45 minutes. I have to go. Actually, I want to thank you guys for having me as a lead.
Yeah,
Thanks for
any-
coming on,
anytime,
dude.
buddy. Anytime.
Are these your balls?
Oh, no, not my nuts.
All right, you guys are awesome. This was you know, I mean,
Listen, dude, they can't all be, home runs.
Yeah. Sometimes
this
sometimes they're just triples.
for me, this is better than the one that I was in.
It's also I'm
That's
strictly
fine.
saying I'm strictly saying all this because of how I feel about myself. You guys were all great.
Thanks.
Oh
bro.
yeah, I know.
I
We
just
know.
like
no,
as
I
the
know.
host of the podcast, I need to provide some sort of platform for
Just don't
people
smoke
to
weed before you get
succeed.
on. That's all.
Yeah,
There's no
that's it.
platform.
When you're hosting.
You don't have to turn it off. You can just put it on the bed.
cool.
All right.
All right, bye, Osama.
Bye.
All right, bye, Osama. Should we say goodbye to the people who are not watching this video? The ab roller?
Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah. It's hard.
Listen to this stuff every Sunday on Radio Free Brooklyn if you want to see what a real podcast looks like.
When is this coming out?
Fucking go your ass.
Well, this is never coming.
No, I want it to come out. I need it.
Just kidding.
I need people to see this.
I'm gonna probably cut it up, but it's coming out Saturday.
Next Saturday?
Yeah.
We have a show on Sunday. Please come.
Oh yeah.
Sketch show. No one came to the first one.
No
Yeah.
one came last time. If you fuckers don't come to our sketch show at Brooklyn Comedy Collective, I'm gonna call your mom's house.
Collectively. All right. Bye bye.